Hello, welcome. This is a presentation from Northwest SoulQuest called Exploring Your Windows of Wisdom. It's a short explanation of the 4 windows of wisdom and then a link for you to do a guided imagery with the 4 windows. A guided imagery practice to access wholeness resources beyond your strategic mind. That's what this is for. My name is Sheila Belanger and I'm one of the guides from Northwest SoulQuest. Now, your strategic mind is a binary focused part of you that tries to keep you safe and confined. That's all well and good, and you're not a computer. The strategic mind is always tracking and assigning judgments on situations such as stop, go, good, bad, safe, dangerous. It's a part of you that's always kind of got its feelers out. What's going on? Am I going to be okay? The strategic mind is a necessary part of you, yet it is often coming from a wounded place, and as such, it carries a limited perspective. It's got its blinders on, and it's often a level of your mental process that is rather shallow. It's a constant checking good, bad, not necessarily going into the deeper level of your mental wisdom. One way to access your innate wholeness and your other parts of yourself is to cultivate other ways of knowing beyond your personality's strategic mind, because you're so much more. The 4 windows of wisdom are 4 primary human modalities through which you learn about yourself and the world. We all have them. Now, this work comes from Eligio Stephen Gallegos. He has a book called Animals of the 4 Windows, if you want some background on this, but it has been adapted from his work. Now, the first window we call the sensing window. It's full presence sensing. It's like, what do your body and senses know? You're attuning to your body wisdom. Not cognitive, but sensate. Full presence sensing. Another window we call the feeling window. Full-bodied feeling. What do your feelings and heart know? And many times you know this. It's like you just get a feeling sense, some wisdom from the heart that just informs you about something, some way to go. That's way underneath any mental kind of figuring out. It's a felt sense with your heart and your feelings, the feeling window. A third window we call the imagination window, connected to what's called deep imagination. What does your imagination know? What's possible? Now, in our culture, we've often denigrated imagination. Oh, you're just making it up. It's just your imagination. And that's partly because we're such a mental-focused, cognitive-focused culture. Your imagination, your imagery, is like an underground river of resources. And how many times has something happened and unbidden a memory comes for you, and it's rich, and you internally can see the images, you can even smell or touch something. Your imagination is an incredible resource of wisdom, and it comes through imagery. And that's not just something visually that you perceive in yourself. Sometimes you hear it as a voice. It's like your imagination talking to you. It's a very important window of wisdom to cultivate. It's a very deep resource. Your deep imagination is what's underneath the conscious part of yourself. The 4th window we call the thinking window, and this is heart-centered thinking. Or sometimes we say, what does your deep thinking know? I mentioned about the strategic mind with all due respect, but it's more a superficial kind of mental process, constantly in response to perceived threats. In contrast, your deep thinking is when you go underneath in a more still, quiet place. It's the part of your thinking that sees connections, sees the bigger picture, comprehends and understands insights, awarenesses. It's like a place of quiet, deep, sage wisdom, your deep thinking. This is a window you can cultivate as a resource. So to cultivate access to all 4 windows of your wisdom is to cultivate more of your innate wholeness. because we all have these capacities. We have many more windows of wisdom available, but these are 4 primary ones. And as we access them and connect with them and take in their wisdom, we grow and expand ourselves, and we ground and center in our own wholeness. So, an embodied practice you can have is to do a Windows of Wisdom guided imagery journey. And if you click on this link, you will get a very short audio. It's about 8 minutes long, and it will guide you through accessing the 4 windows: the sensing, the feeling, the imagination, and the deep thinking. And if you like it, you can practice with it, and you don't even need it. You can just access the 4 windows and get in the habit of doing that to expand your awareness and touch more of your own wholeness. So thank you for being part of this journey with us. I'm Sheila Belanger again, one of the guides at Northwest Soul Quest. Do come and explore more nature-based soul discovery experiences with us. You can join our mailing list and come into one of our programs. Northwest Soul Quest, website www.nwsoulquest.co. Thank you so much, and enjoy your journeys.